Imagine this. You've worked your whole life, saved diligently, and built up your retirement nest egg. But one morning, you open the news and see inflation hits a 40-year high. Suddenly, the money you thought would last 20 years might barely stretch 15. What would you do if the rising cost of food, healthcare, and housing quietly ate away at your savings? Today, we're breaking down how inflation impacts retirement and, most importantly, step-by-step strategies to protect your hard-earned funds so that your golden years actually feel golden. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars over your retirement. Welcome back to Asset Bloom, the channel where we talk about building wealth, protecting your money, and navigating the financial world with confidence. Inflation isn't just an economic buzzword. It's one of the biggest hidden threats to your retirement security. Whether you're in the US, Canada, or the UK, the story is the same. Prices are climbing, central banks are battling to stabilize economies, and retirees are left wondering, will my savings keep up? In this video, we'll cover what inflation really means for retirees, how rising costs impact pensions, Social Security, and private savings. 5 proven strategies to protect and even grow your retirement funds during inflationary times. And finally, a step-by-step action plan you can start today. So grab a notebook because these tips could mean the difference between running out of money at 75 or enjoying financial freedom at 90. 1. The silent threat of inflation. Inflation may sound small when economists say 2% or 3% per year, but over time, it's devastating. Example: if your retirement costs $50,000 a year today, in just 20 years, at 3% inflation, you'll need $90,000 a year to maintain the same lifestyle. That's almost double the cost, without your savings actually doubling. Historically, inflation has averaged 2 to 3% in the U.S., but in recent years, we've seen spikes as high as 8 to 9%, levels not seen since the 1980s. For retirees living on fixed incomes, this is brutal. Pensions often don't rise with inflation. Social Security in the U.S. does adjust for inflation, but many experts argue that it lags behind real living costs. That means your dollar is worth less and less each year. And unless your investments are growing faster than inflation, your retirement could shrink in real value. 2. How inflation impacts retirement income. Let's break it down into categories: Social Security, U.S., state pensions, UK, Canada. These programs do adjust for inflation, but usually through a cost of living adjustment, COLA. The problem? COLA often underestimates the real rise in essentials like healthcare and housing. Private savings and 401ks, RRSPs, ISAs. If your investments sit in low-yield savings accounts or bonds, inflation quietly eats away at them. Earning 2% interest when inflation is 5%, you're actually losing 3% in purchasing power. Healthcare costs. Historically, healthcare inflation is twice the rate of normal inflation. If your retirement plan doesn't account for this, medical bills could overwhelm your savings. Housing and living expenses. Rent, property taxes, utilities, these rise steadily. Even if you own your home outright, the cost of maintaining it climbs. So inflation doesn't just hit one part of retirement, it attacks from multiple directions at once. 3. 5 strategies to protect your retirement funds. Now the good news: you're not helpless. With the right strategy, you can protect and even grow your retirement funds, even in an inflationary environment. Strategy 1. Diversify into inflation-resistant assets. Some investments hold up better during inflation. Treasury inflation-protected securities, TIPS, in the U.S. inflation-linked bonds in Canada and the UK. Real estate and REITs, property, tends to appreciate with inflation. Commodities like gold, oil, and agricultural products, which often rise when the dollar weakens. Example: during the 1970s U.S. inflation crisis, gold prices skyrocketed, protecting investors who had diversified. Strategy 2. Keep a balanced portfolio. With equity, stocks may feel risky in retirement, but over the long term, they tend to outpace inflation. Dividend-paying stocks, especially in consumer staples and healthcare, provide income plus growth. Global diversification spreads risk across markets. Example, if inflation is 4%, but your portfolio averages 7% returns, your money is still growing in real terms. Strategy 3. Adjust your withdrawal. Strategy. Many retirees follow the 4% rule, withdrawing 4% of their portfolio each year. But in high inflation periods, flexibility is key. Consider lowering withdrawals temporarily during inflation spikes. Use a bucket strategy, keeping some cash for short-term expenses while investing the rest for growth. This ensures you're not forced to sell stocks at the worst possible time. Strategy 4. Delay Social Security or pension benefits. In the U.S., each year you delay claiming Social Security past your full retirement age boosts your monthly check by about 8% until age 70. Delaying means bigger checks later, which helps offset inflation's bite. Similar benefits exist in Canada, CPP, and the UK, state pension deferral. Strategy 5. Hedge healthcare costs. Early, consider long-term care insurance or a health savings account, HSA in the U.S. Explore supplemental coverage if you're in the UK or Canada. Invest in your health now. Preventative care and lifestyle choices save thousands later. 4. Step-by-step action plan. So, what should you do today? Review your portfolio. Are you keeping pace with inflation? If not, rebalance. Add inflation-linked assets like TIPS or REITs. Plan healthcare costs separately. Treat them as their own budget. Create a flexible withdrawal plan rather than a fixed one. Consult a financial advisor, especially for tax-efficient moves in your country. Small adjustments now could mean hundreds of thousands of dollars later. Inflation isn't going away. It's a natural part of the economy. But it doesn't have to destroy your retirement. With smart planning, diversification, and a proactive approach, you can protect your hard-earned savings and live the retirement you've always envisioned. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you feel your retirement plan is ready for inflation, or do you think adjustments are needed? Comment below. I'll be reading every response. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss strategies to make your money bloom. This is Asset Bloom, helping you grow and protect your financial future. Until next time, stay smart and stay prepared.